Hey guys, welcome back to another Tackle Tuesday video. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today. This is going to be a video of breaking down Lake Toho, pretty much how I would either pre-fish the lake or just fish it in general. I know it can be intimidating for some people that are maybe new to the area, and this will just be part one of that breakdown. Part two is just going to be the very next day of fishing. So I had some different conditions on each day, and I'll show you that parts one and two. Also, stick to the end of this video and also the next video where I'm going to do a Google Maps breakdown of exactly where I was fishing. So you'll see throughout the video I'm going to have clips or text on the bottom of my clips that show you or say where I caught that fish, and I'll explain on Google Maps what those areas are, because a lot of those are just kind of locally known landmarks on the lake that maybe someone new wouldn't understand. So at the end of the video, I'll explain basically everything, where all those fish were caught at. Second cast. Oh man. Hey, relax. Dude. Got a hold of it. It's the first fish I've caught on this green pumpkin shad jackhammer. It's a good one. 2.5 pounds. About the same size. Another one. Water temperature is 79 degrees right now, and man, this bait, the chatterbait's finally starting to work again here in Florida. Very next cast. And they like this. Little guy, a lot of fun on the chatterbait. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh man, they're schooling. Let's see if I can get another one really quickly. swim bait. Oh, got a double. Another double. Nice. It got a little cloudy again. There's a little bit of a breeze now, so seems like they're gonna bite this chatterbait a little bit better. So little guy, but at least the chatterbait bite's starting again. Oh my god. First cast of the speedboat. Oh my gosh. First cast with the Magnum Speedworm. Oh, I was doing a chatterbait forever. Just had to go back to the basics, I guess, for that bite. Little dude, Magnum Speedworm. Okay, everyone, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. Actually, kind of probably the most informative part of the video. So on here, you notice when I very started off with all those chatterbait fish, this right here is Grassy Island. So I basically came through the cut right here, and I started fishing as soon as I got out to the cut. All this right here is submerged hydrilla, and I just worked all along this hydrilla here. Actually, my bigger fish was caught on this side over here, and then my first 3 fish were caught right around there. So I worked all along there and caught all my fish on that hydrilla. Also, later on, I caught a fish on a swim bait. They started schooling right around out here, so I just threw a swim bait on them and was only able to get one of them at the time. And then I kind of worked back down here, and as you can see right here, this is Paradise Island. And where I caught that double, They started schooling, I would say, right in here. That's why I put northeast of Paradise Island. And I was able to just kind of follow the school around, kind of offshore, and I was able to get that double on the A rig. Didn't get many bites after that, so I just kind of traveled down further south. And this right here is Makinson Island. That fish I caught on the grass point of Makinson Island. It's kind of hard to tell because these pictures weren't taken at the time that I was fishing. Well, I call this the grass point. This right here, where it extends out, is the grass point south of Makinson Island. So I basically will start right here and I'll just work all along this. This is kind of like a lot of current comes right through the middle of here whenever there's winds blowing. So I just fish all along this grass edge and was able to get a fish in this video. And you'll see in the next video, actually, I start right in this area as well. And then I work down. This is the Granada boat ramp. So you see a lot of us will call this whole, excuse me, this whole shoreline Granada, and actually right offshore. And it's nice to see that the hydrilla is coming back offshore. For the longest time, this whole shoreline did not have any hydrilla. So I was just fishing a chatterbait all off here and wasn't getting any bites. So I switched to the Magnum speed worm. And it was later in the day. I probably should have changed to a speed worm a little bit earlier just because the sun was out. And somewhere around this off here, I was able to catch that fish on the offshore hydrilla with the Magnum speed worm. And it was getting pretty much later in the day, so I traveled back up, went back up to the ramp. And one of my favorite spots to fish, if you just don't know anything about Lake Toho, lots of big tournaments are run out of this ramp here. Lots of fish are released right around here. And this region right here is all very deep water. And it actually goes down, I think, almost 20 feet deep. So you have a hydrola, like a solid hydrola line all along here where you could fish from shallow straight to deep transition. And those fish will get released and they'll stay right here. There's plenty of bait all around this basin area. So I'll just fish along here. And you saw that last fish I caught was on the Magnum June bug speed worm up in one of these hydrola cuts. And you could probably see in the video, this whole area is all hydrilla. So there's only so many areas where it's not topped out, and that's where I caught that last fish. But anyways, once again, thanks for watching this episode, and stay tuned for part 2.